It's the favorite part of the show where we talk about the History Corner. I'm with Steve Steiger, and we're going to talk about John F. Parkinson. So, Steve, tell me, there was a John F. Parkinson who was very active in Palo Alto's early years. What are some of the things he did?
Well, he came to Palo Alto actually in the very first year and set up a lumber yard and was a very successful merchant in town. But he was also a promoter of real estate developments in and around the town, including North Palo Alto and this area that we're standing beside here today.
So he has a street named after him, too.
Actually, he has a street, and unfortunately, it's one of the few things that actually remains from his time and contributions to Palo Alto. He was the developer and got the franchise for the streetcar line that ran down University Avenue. Unfortunately, financial problems prohibited him from actually building it, and someone else took over that responsibility. But he was the mayor of Palo Alto at the time of the 1906 earthquake and was instrumental in sending relief, primarily bread and milk, to the people in San Francisco.
So here we have a real estate developer, a lumber yard owner, a mayor. What then happened somewhat in his later years? How long did he live, and what about his political views?
Well, he had several financial downfalls. One, his lumber yard burned and he didn't have insurance, so that set him back quite a bit, and a couple of his real estate investments did not pan out as the way he thought. He lived well into the 1950s and died somewhat embittered the fact that Palo Alto did not remember and respect him for his contributions to early Palo Alto.
But I understand he also, in addition to these other aspects, had a newspaper.
Well, in the early days of Palo Alto, as with any town throughout the country, there were many newspapers in town, all reflecting different political views and so forth. His newspaper was a strongly anti-union paper, and those political views of him actually inhibited his political development.
I can see where he had ups and downs. So this is John F. Parkinson. How would we find out more about people like this in Palo Alto history?
Well, for all aspects of Palo Alto history, you're welcome to come by the Palo Alto History Corner at the Palo Alto Main Library on Newell Road, where I can help you with your inquiries.
Super. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.